Hello, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
With great sadness, this is the last episode of Mad Men.
Absolutely. Kevin here.
Joe, by the way. I'm stoked to watch this episode, but like I said, I am sad because it's been a fantastic show.
Perfect show.
Perfect show. I think my favorite TV show. And
Yeah, this is definitely, at least of the ones we're watching, has definitely been my all-time favorite show. And we've watched some really, really good shows,
and
like exceptional shows, but this one stands out for
what's
me.
amazing is that I think I said that at the end of season 3. I was like, this is my favorite show.
Yeah,
And we knew that so early on, and
nothing's changed.
Look, this is the last episode. I think they are going to crush this ending.
Yeah.
I don't want to have any expectations. I want to go in. I want to be surprised. I want my expectations to be subverted. I just want to enjoy this because this has been a ride.
Absolutely. The nice thing about this show, you think about it, is like, I still don't have any indication of how the show actually is going to end,
Sure.
Especially for Dawn, right? And for shows that are like violent shows where there's going to be a violent conflict resolution,
Sure.
like a Breaking Bad or
It's
Sopranos or any number of
it's cathartic.
but this isn't. This is just a drama.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't going to have we're going to solve all of this by a lot of characters dying and a lot of characters not, and that's going to be our resolution. There's always a lot up in the air with those, right?
Sure.
This one though is all just, what are the characters going to decide for themselves? What is Dawn's life going to be? Which I think is a lot more intriguing.
It's mostly internal versus external,
for sure,
right? And
right?
I love that. So yeah. By the way, cheers, guys. We have some old fashions going today.
Yeah, this is Joe's idea.
It was my idea. I got an old fashioned mixer, so this is not traditional, really. I just bought a little bottle of something and a little old fashioned mixer to throw in there.
Poison. Pure poison.
Oh, God. Well, maybe the ice will melt down and make it a little easier for us. If you've been watching us for a while, we shot a couple episodes at a restaurant.
Yeah, we shouldn't have done that.
You can't hear it, but
you can't hear anything because we were stupid.
Yeah, but we had actual old fashions then. I think it was the same kind of reaction for us too. Like, oh God, these are rough.
So what I've learned in the last year since then is still not a fan.
Not a fan. So more power to Don for being able to crush bourbon the way he did.
That's when you know you're a pure alcoholic. When you know what sounds good. Pounding about half a dozen old fashions.
Yeah, we're just going to do one.
Okay. Let us go ahead and jump into it because I'm very excited about this. A reminder that when we are done with the show, starting exactly at this time next week, we're going to begin HBO's The Wire, which neither of us have ever seen. Also,
can't wait for that.
Very excited about that. So we're going from one incredibly prestigious television show into another incredibly prestigious television show, which is thrilling. Right. Before we jump in, though, we do want to thank our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and let's give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balas Foldes, Chris, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Surya Gundavarapu, Weird Magic, and Torgier Lingstad. Thank you so much, guys. We're really, really happy here with us.
We really are. If you guys are watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we have coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including Mad Men, we're technically 4 episodes ahead on Patreon or wherever on YouTube. So obviously, by the time you're done watching this on YouTube, it's done. You're done.
In the can.
But hey, you can jump over and start watching The Wire and a number of other things right now. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You're only going to see near us for copyright purposes.
Yes.
We're also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive.
Sure. Missed this intro.
Yeah. I love this song.
Right, just sitting at home, drinking by yourself while the Mad Men theme plays.
There are people who will just sit and drink old fashions by themselves just because they enjoy them.
I don't get it.
That is a world I don't understand.
I like whiskey. I just, it's just, I don't know. The flavoring in an old fashioned is strange. Cherry,
right?
Orange sugar. It's like,
I like my drinks to taste good. Call me soft.
No, that's understandable. I like a margarita.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
Don made it out to.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. Wow, we've definitely had a time jump here.
We have. That's awesome, though. Is that here driving cars? Is that a Chevelle?
I'm not sure.
I'm not good with cars, but that is awesome.
Do you remember when Don talked to the one guy about his race car he was working on?
Yeah. Season 2, right?
He was pretty early, yeah.
You got to take care of that shimmy. You won't lose control, but I bet it creates drag.
You know an awful lot about cars for a guy who hasn't got one.
He does look like Cliff Booth from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
He does, doesn't he? I wonder how much time has passed since he quit.
Chicago Ad Club, 12:30 luncheon, 1:30 speech.
I translated your speech into Pig Latin.
That was a joke.
The package from Canada with all the luggage.
She knows about Marie.
I'm still seeing Marie.
Oh.
Sweetheart, I have some sad news.
Is he dead?
Don? No. I don't think so.
Yeah, he's
Our secret plan here has been discovered. They know I don't need 2 secretaries.
Oh
no.
Well, I hope he's in a better place.
He's not dead. Stop saying that.
There are a lot of better places than here.
I'll give you the recommendation he would have. I know you'll land on your feet.
I always do.
I do like her. I don't like it. Everyone hated her.
I know.
She is kind of dumb.
Roman meal and diamond walnuts. Bon appetit. That is all the accounts, all assigned.
Oh, it stands. Doesn't the hair keep on going?
I know. He's going full Grizzly Adams.
Lorraine, do you have a moment?
Not really.
Ah.
He's nice.
I guess he didn't.
Well, does he know?
I don't know. Why don't I call David and let him know you're unhappy?
Oh, she's fun.
What was that about? Yeah.
Call David. In fact, why don't we go over and see him right now? I'm sure he'd love to get involved.
Yeah.
Fine. You want it, you can have it.
No.
Tough Hank.
Yeah, well, Peggy just won that one, though.
Yeah, she did.
No. Yeah.
It's real bad.
Whose ring is that?
Weren't you going to steal it?
That's probably Anna's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
That's probably what he cared about more than the money there.
For sure.
We're
Interesting
leaving
guy.
tomorrow. You know we're going to beat those postcards home.
Well, there you go.
It's quite the outfit. Yeah.
Who gave you cocaine as a birthday present?
My old partner. It's all over Malibu.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Aren't you a little old for that?
He is, for sure.
Your heart's going to explode.
Ooh, that's fast.
God.
I feel like someone just gave me some very good news.
It's funny.
But yeah.
You know we could live like this all the time.
You just enjoy corrupting me.
Not the cocaine. I'm talking about taking advantage of all I have.
Yeah, between the two of them, they're pretty rich.
Yeah.
I don't want to make plans, but we could get a place in the mountains or the country, or a place in the mountains and the country.
Have you been looking for a place?
I think the good time's hitting him a little bit here. Yeah.
But it seems to me your life is undeveloped property. You can turn it into anything you want. It's got a hell of a view.
He's not wrong about
He's
that.
not.
She is wide open.
Let's go. Starving.
God, he just looks so punchable every time I see him.
You know who I was supposed to have lunch with?
Someone important?
Doesn't anything mean anything to you?
Here, this will hold you over. I'll meet you by the elevator.
He's such a toddler.
This fur coat, or like, whatever that is.
And everyone's gonna miss you. Who doesn't hate you for getting that big job?
Hell, you're doing fine. Keep it up, you'll be a creative director by 1980.
Oh,
Someday, people are going to brag that they worked with you.
That's actually really sweet.
Am I supposed to say that?
I don't know. No one's ever said it to me.
Oh,
A thing like that.
that's nice. Yeah, that's great.
They broke the land speed record right up in Bonneville. 622 miles an hour in a car that looked like a jet.
yeah. When did she tell him?
I gotta go.
Hold on. What's wrong?
I'm not supposed to tell you.
Tell him.
Mom's dying.
Look, your mother's a hypochondriac.
Oh, no.
She has lung cancer. The doctors gave her 6 months to live.
Oh my God.
Yeah, vacation's over, man.
Yeah.
Just want you to know, but I just thought.
No, you did the right thing. I'm coming home.
Yeah.
Sally, grown-ups make these decisions.
Do you understand I'm betraying her confidence?
Yeah.
I'm not being dramatic. Now please take me seriously.
Good for her. Yeah.
I have to go.
Hold on.
Please, I can't talk right now.
Sally, wait a minute.
Be a little thrown back by that conversation too.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're staying with Henry.
Hello, Don? Don't you want the boys?
You know I talked to Sally, don't you?
Write it or write out.
You are definitely not.
I want to be there. The kids need me.
They don't know.
What they really need is a woman in their life, a regular family.
I'm living with my brother and Judy is in their best interests.
It's really true.
This way you see them exactly as much as you do now. On weekends and...
Oh,
Oh, wait, Don. When was the last time you saw them?
She's not wrong. He's always been an absentee father.
I want to keep things as normal as possible. And you not being here is part of that.
oh, oh! It's wrecking me.
I have to go.
That's so sad. He actually called her Birdie. It's been a long time since we've heard that.
So now what does he do?
I know.
I assume you held onto your Rolodex when you retired.
Can I taste the wine first?
It's the pitch.
How's Eddie?
He's a little weird, actually. I think there might be something wrong with him.
Casual with that.
He's a little weird, actually.
There was a twinkle in Joan's eye, though. She got an idea of something.
She did.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be a film producer.
I always thought it'd be kind of odd for her just to walk away.
Yeah.
I'm packed. You
Still
drop me
like
in
that?
what?
Oh my god.
These guys are actually nice. They're not robbing him. They're actually helping him out.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
Well, I ran into Ken and... Oh, how is he? Did you tell him I said hi? Why would you do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have time to moonlight.
It's $1,200 for a 10-page script.
You have time.
I'll make time. Yeah.
We can chat when I drop off the research. Obviously not there.
For sure. Yeah. I would not step foot in a can again.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This is Anna's house, right?
I don't know.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it is.
Hello?
I didn't even consider that Anna being sick, now Betty being sick, how that's going to affect them.
God, right?
Consider that.
Do you have any liquor? I've been drinking beer all night.
Oh my God.
Sit down. I'll make coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the answer there. True alcoholic. We're drinking beer all night. You gotta with her.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm retired. Been on the road.
Yeah, looking rough.
Yeah.
Did they fly you in from some drunk tank to make me feel guilty?
Stephanie, no. What happened?
Well, who doesn't know? Come on.
He's not here. He lives with Ronnie's parents. His dad.
Why?
Is that the problem? You need money?
I appreciate you trying to
That was
help me
his answer,
out,
is
but I'm
money.
pretty sure you're the one who's in trouble.
Yeah, very much so.
Keep the ring.
Yeah.
I'm sentimental. I wouldn't just want to be like, sell it.
Right.
Hang on to that thing.
Yeah. The plane has crashed into a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
Up the coast. It's some kind of retreat.
Wine country or a hippie commune?
Definitely a commune.
Right.
She's attracted to the wine country type. I know. It's getting a little better because the ice melting, but it's still pretty bad.
Pure poison.
Is it going to happen now?
It's what's going to happen.
No, they know.
MOM.
Gene, go watch TV.
No.
What happened in here?
I was making dinner.
Oh.
Get the frying pan. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh my God.
Making dinner.
Sally's so sweet.
I know. Man, watching her grow up from this little girl to this is so... this show's amazing.
She's in a movie right now. I saw on something.
She was in Long Legs.
Long Legs, that was it, yeah.
And she was at the beginning of Twisters as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sun salutations at dawn, with yoga and Tai Chi. A silent meal at 7 a.m., and the seminars begin at 9.
Commune.
Mm-hmm.
Rest. Tomorrow's gonna be beautiful.
It'd be awesome if it was Wine Country.
It would be pretty funny if there was something in Wine Country, wouldn't it?
Psychotechnics, anxiety and tension control, divorce, a creative experience.
Yeah, this might be the perfect place for us.
Yeah. Don kind of looks like a beatnik, remember?
He's lived with
one who was hanging out with him.
He's hung out with beatniks before.
He has.
I know you don't want it, but it's for him.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to put you in an awkward position when some man you used to work with leaves your son a small fortune.
That's right, yeah.
Greg had twins with some nurse. As far as he's concerned, Kevin never happened.
So he knows?
No, he's just a terrible person.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
You get to a point in your life where it's the last chapter, and
Are you ill? Is everything okay?
for the time being, but I'm getting married.
She guilted him into that.
Pretty short at McCann.
Nah, I met her through Megan Draper. She's old enough to be her mother.
I guess somebody finally got their timing right.
That's nice.
Because they never did.
It would be a relief to know that no matter what, our beautiful little boy is secure.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Get over here. He really is, I guess.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that. She finally
Yeah.
called him our boy. Like, this is good.
This place is beautiful.
It is.
The director, Jeff Dole, has 2 more industrials, and he's asked me to produce them.
She's starting a new business as a producer.
That'd be interesting, actually.
Yeah. Good for her.
I already have a very demanding job.
Do you have a contract?
I really thought you'd be on a beach by now.
Peggy leaves too. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. They like go together.
Yeah.
I realized it would be easy to turn this into an actual production company. Eventually, I could hire writers to help you with the workload.
Yeah.
Harris Olsen Productions. I like that.
Too. This is the 70s too, so movies get really good.
We won't answer to anyone. It'll be something of ours with our name on it.
Do it.
I'm so flattered.
I think she's like Dawn, though. I think she wants to be an ad man.
She's worked so far. She's come so far.
Yeah.
Well, you can think about it, but I need to find someone by the end of the week.
Find a partner?
Find a writer.
Oh, I say yes.
Now, obviously, Joan's a little more well off than Peggy is.
Right.
So.
It's a bigger risk
That's
for
a
Peggy,
factor,
for
yeah.
sure. But I also think they're both incredibly capable.
For sure.
My mother left. And I can tell you that your baby is going to spend the rest of his life staring at the door, waiting for you to walk in.
Is Dawn going to intervene here? Because this thing is coming hard.
Yeah.
Stephanie, is it okay if I tell you how this is making me feel?
Yeah. Does she want to hear from you guys now? They're just taking shots at her.
Somebody there's like, this is making me feel awkward.
Yeah. Do you feel better now?
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
that didn't help.
it's made her cry.
Yeah, it just made her run away.
You don't know what happens to people when they believe in things.
It's true. You think that I don't want to hear the truth?
That's a good line, actually.
Yeah.
You're not my family. What's the matter with you?
I just know how people work. You can put this behind you.
Just like with Peggy. Yeah. Just like with Peggy.
Same line, yeah. It's like verbatim.
I mean, she's right, too. You know, you can try, you can go through the motions, but
not everybody's the same.
Peggy has to let it go. Yeah.
No, it's affected her.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not going to work, I can try and catch up.
Get the door.
And it's also very smart they cut from that to this scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Not
Yeah.
to Peggy.
Peggy never got over it.
No.
You have such a rare talent. Stop looking over your shoulder at what other people have.
You don't think I can do it?
For God.
Working for a producer? That's not even what you do.
You have no ambition.
God.
I'm just very happy being good at my job. I've got nothing else to prove.
Spoken like a failure.
No, it's not. What are you doing? That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I just found out I can't go to Old Lyme this afternoon.
I just want you to look at a boat.
Sounds lovely.
Oh, this is going to be over, isn't it?
Is it?
She's going to work. He's not going to want her to.
It's a business meeting.
Because you started a business.
We'll see.
Oh, crap. He's making it. This is ultimatum time.
There we go. Yeah.
Do you want to get married? We can get married.
No, I don't want to be back where I was.
I don't think he's down.
Yeah.
But you're making a choice.
I can't just turn off that part of myself.
That's completely fair.
Yeah.
When something's wrong, it's always
Yeah. I respect her decision, though.
Me too.
She can go live the easy life with him, or she can do her own thing.
She's still quite young. I mean,
Yeah.
Richard, wait. You're being silly.
Good luck, John.
Wow.
dang.
That fell apart quickly.
It did. At least there wasn't any shouting or name calling.
Yeah.
It's over.
I think it's great that she made the choice.
I think I respect her for it. I mean,
right.
I do.
To do her own thing or be with a man, and she chose to do her own thing.
That's very on brand for her.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get a ride back with somebody by the end of the week. You're all paid up.
People just come and go. and no one says goodbye.
Welcome to your life, man.
People are free to come and go as they please.
That's how things work. Yeah.
He's certainly done it.
Yeah.
It's not about that. You just took off. People were worried. What have you been doing?
I'm curious how long it's been.
Yeah. Well, it's October because of all the pumpkins and stuff. You know?
Sure.
I know you get sick of things and you run, but
Yeah.
you can come home.
Oh, that is a great contrast to Betty saying, "Don't come home."
Yeah.
My can will take you back in a second. Apparently it's happened before. Don't you want to work on coke?
Yes.
Don, come home.
I love that. I love that contrast to Betty saying not to come home.
It's like, what do you do? Yeah. It's a real dilemma.
Your family doesn't want you, but your job does.
I don't think you should be alone right now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear your voice. I'll see you soon.
Wait.
I hope he's going back to New York.
I
now.
really hope so too.
Yeah.
That was
dark. I didn't expect that kind of turn. Pull yourself together.
Yeah, man.
God, this is sad.
I just got off the phone with Don.
Are you kidding me? Where the hell is he?
California. But he didn't say where. And
It's butt out.
I'm gonna stay.
Good, because I didn't want you to leave.
Then why didn't you just say that?
Because every time I'm face to face with you, I want to strangle you.
I get that.
Also sucks for Joan.
Now I don't even know what to do with myself because all I want to do is be with you.
Oh,
I didn't see that coming.
No, yeah.
I want to be with you.
I just read this as a. Oh wow! I just read this as a friendship.
Me too. Like an obnoxious brother-sister thing.
Yeah. Come on. Peggy, come on.
I don't know what to say. I feel like I can't breathe almost. You're there. And you're here.
Earhart, that's.
And you make everything okay.
Is this a thing that's going to happen?
I don't know.
I think I'm in love with you too.
Wow. She came around quick to that.
Yeah. That was quite a journey.
I really do.
Oh.
Stan?
He's probably walking his way down to her office since she said it.
Stan?
Yeah. He ran. That's great.
What were you saying?
I love you.
It's like a rom-com.
Yeah.
It's like a freaking Cameron Crowe movie.
I think these two make as much sense as anybody else on the show, honestly.
They do. They really do. They've had a great friendship.
Right.
This makes me feel good.
Yeah. I like them together.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think of the scene, I think of season 6 where she's like, "Can you come kill this rat for me?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No." He's like, "Make it worth your while." "No, you won't." He hangs up on her.
You know what? Why don't you come with me to my seminar?
Yeah.
I can't move.
You're stuck here for a few days. You might as well do some introspection.
Oh,
I don't want to walk in by myself.
Well, she's sweet.
yeah.
How would you feel about starting with that next time?
The costumes are great, by the way.
Yeah. Go sit there, Don. You look like you have some stuff on your mind.
Man,
He's like,
we've never seen him this early.
he's feeling rough.
And then they open the door, and you see them smiling. And they're happy to see you, but maybe they don't look right at you.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
This is great writing, by the way. This is fantastic. Whoever this guy is,
Killing this.
knocking this out of the park. Oh, Don. He's like, "We are the same."
Yeah. I see you.
Oh my god. Oh man. This has got to be what got John Hamm the Emmy, right? There he is. Trudy, yep.
There's a private plane waiting for him to take him off to Wichita.
It's an interesting juxtaposition between Don and Pete right
Yeah.
now. Look how Pete played the game and it worked out for him, and
Pete knew what he wanted at the end, and Don
Yeah.
doesn't.
yeah.
Holloway Harris, how may I help you?
Of
course. Please hold for Joan.
This is just like when they started up with
This is Joan.
Sterling Cooper in the hotel room.
And that is really when she thrived, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was her at her peak, really.
Yeah.
One day that will be us.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And this makes sense for Roger, too.
It does, yeah. Well, no reason not to.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, that cat's out of the bag.
Sure. I mean, it's still tragic, though. She's sitting there like we always see Betty.
Yeah.
Up late, smoking a cigarette at the table. And that's her fate. And this makes sense, you know?
It does.
It's, oh my God.
Oh, that's nice.
And now, Don, what is your...
Now, Don, yeah.
What is your ending?
The new day brings new hope. Lives we've led, the lives we've yet to lead.
He's gonna meditate. Good for him.
New ideas. A new you.
There you go, a new you. Oh, is he smiling?
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it.
Oh my God, that is brilliant!
What is it?
That's the most famous Coca-Cola commercial ever.
Oh! The Buy the World of Coke?
He meditates, and instead of like introspection, he comes up with the commercial.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Whoa!
Oh my God! It's like this commercial.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Wow. I've heard, yeah, it's the real thing, yeah.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, just him smiling.
I love that. They in the last 12 seconds of the episode, they gave us his ending.
So he's going to go back to McCann.
He's going to go back to McCann, and he's going to...
That's so smart.
Oh, that is a brilliant way to do that.
That's so smart. Okay,
oh my God.
Even back... So that's a huge callback, too. Well, to the same season, but when he's like, Coca-Cola? You know,
Yeah, when he's
that
on...
always stood out to me.
Well, they kept saying, like, come back, don't you want to work on Coke?
Yeah.
And he does. That was it. He comes up with the Buy the World of Coke commercial.
Okay, so like
it's an iconic commercial. It's like one of the biggest commercials ever.
I've heard the Buy the World of Coke.
Yeah.
Obviously, when I was growing up, Coke commercials were way different.
Right.
I've heard the song. At first, I didn't catch the
I've seen it. I've seen those commercials. I don't know what. It wasn't on TV, I don't think, but...
like I said, at first, it took me a second to realize what it was. I was like, what is that?
I think it was when I was a kid, I watched something that was like ranking the best on network TV. It was like the best 25 commercials of all time. And I think that was like at the top or near the top.
And that's how we end the show, is Don buying a Coke.
So Don...
He goes back.
Yeah, he goes back. And that's what's so cool is like everyone's like meditating, right? And having this like introspection moment about learning about himself. And for him, he comes up with a commercial instead.
And that's the success.
That's it. That's who he is. That's who Don is.
Madman.
Yeah, that's it. By the time it's all done, you know, like with Betty saying "Don't come home" and Peggy saying "Come home," that's his home.
That is his home. In many ways,
Don Draper,
that's the perfect summarization of the show. Is the fact that that is his home.
Yeah,
that is his home. It's always been work life versus home life, and it's like how you manage the two. Well, turns out his home life is the office.
Yeah, I think largely all what Don was really struggling with wasn't like my whole life is a lie. I think it looks like it's more like accepting who he's become. And I think that's that. I think he just accepted himself. That's what we end with: Don accepting himself, and Roger accepting himself, and Pete, and Joan,
and Peggy.
Peggy
accepting the fact that she has love in her life.
Yeah.
She loves him too.
McCann closing down Sterling Cooper and making everybody face their own lives.
Wow.
And everyone kind of figures out who they are, including Don.
Mm-hmm.
Don is the guy that needs to be working in the office making ads.
That's what it is, right? It's like Sterling Cooper, when it was operational, it was just this toxic environment.
Right.
And McCann buying them is like, accept it.
Yeah.
Accept it.
Well, and you know, Don's been accused on the show more than once of being old-fashioned.
Yeah.
I'm like, he never changed his clothes, right? And everything. Never. Like, Don is old-fashioned. Don is old-fashioned. Well, that commercial is such a leap forward.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this isn't like the Coca-Cola families with the American flags, you know, that we see in Armageddon running to their basements, you know, like Norman Rockwell. Yeah. This is the 70s. This is the counterculture. This is a commercial for the counterculture, for the youth movement. He comes up with that. Like, the oldest we get, Don Draper, comes up with that.
I can't believe that.
That is such a brilliant way to wrap the show up. That is mind-blowing.
Do you think that Matthew Weiner had that on his brain whenever he started the show. The show's going to have him creating the By the Roller Code.
I don't know that far out. It's impossible to know without hearing an interview with him. And I
can't wait to deep dive.
I will, because I've avoided them because of spoilers. I didn't want anything to get spoiled. But certainly this season, Coca-Cola's been brought up more than once.
It has.
Remember that he was being pitched Coca-Cola in like season 1 or 2. When Hobart was first trying to get because it was Betty was doing the Coca-Cola calendar spread. It was when they were trying to get Dawn over. So Coca-Cola's kind of
was season 2, I think.
I think it was 2. You're right, but because that was the work life, but the home life focus. Most
one of my favorite seasons, actually.
Yeah, but it may have been in the works all along, but certainly it makes perfect sense to get to that moment. Man, is there a better way to wrap up Don Draper and to wrap up this show than to show us what Don is at the end?
I thought that was perfectly satisfying, honestly.
I did too. I thought that was a great ending. That's one of my favorite conclusions to a television series ever.
We kept saying, like 4 episodes out, we were like, that might be the last time we see this character.
Yeah,
we got everybody.
We did. I wasn't sure we were going to see Harry again. I didn't think we were. I thought we were done with Ken more than once.
Sure.
I thought we were done with Pete, and we really kind of were. He said goodbye to Peggy in a beautiful moment, by the way, of them just like being genuinely caring about each other. You think back to the pilot and where they are now, and then getting on the airplane. We saw him and didn't think we were ever going to see him.
And I do feel like a lot of these characters do feel changed as people.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it's believable.
Mm-hmm.
They're completely changed as people while remaining true to themselves and true to the character. And that's so it's that doesn't happen often on shows.
That's how you know the writing is perfect on this show.
Amazing.
There is no character arc on here that doesn't ring true, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel earned. Dawn in that meditation pose, coming up with that commercial, feels right on brand for him.
Yeah.
It feels earned. It's a perfect way to resolve his character. Peggy, who's been focused on work but really wishing that somebody loved her. Really for the whole show, right?
Yeah.
That's been such a part of her, and she's tried to deny that part, accepts it at the end, ultimately. Everybody's arc feels right. And you can't say that about most shows, especially an ensemble show.
And this kind of disproves my theory. I mean, I've always said a TV show, like a 5 seasons, 6 seasons tops, and that's its shelf life. I was wrong because this show has been consistent for 7 seasons.
Right.
Because I always hold the standard to be like Sopranos or Breaking Bad, where it's like 5 seasons, even though it's 5A, 5B, so it kind of cheats a little bit. But I'm always like, that's the gold standard. No, this show is the gold standard for TV. As long as your writing is on point, as long as your characters make sense from beginning to the end, you can do it.
I mean, this is about, I have no idea, but off the top of my head, maybe 90 episodes total.
Maybe.
And I really feel like it was on the whole way through. It was the right amount. They could have kept going. That this is a show that I don't think if there was any threat of cancellation with it. I think they were done with this. Our story has come to a logical conclusion here.
100%. And man, off the cuff, I'm just gonna sit here and think about like what favorite seasons are. I think for me, it's like 5 is the best.
Yeah, 5 was really, really amazing.
Season 7, close second.
Yeah, season 7.
Personal preference, I love season 2.
I think season 3 is really near the top for me as well.
I would put 3 right below 2 for me.
Right.
Because 3 is great. That ends with like them blowing up the show.
Right.
And I love 6. I hate to put 6 and 4 so low, but it's like 6, 4, 1.
Yeah.
That's off the top of my head right now.
Right.
Just obviously I'll have to think about it some more. I have to let this digest. I'm gonna watch the show again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is one to go back because it's so rich that there are like small details that we just completely miss.
100%,
or certainly forgotten.
And I have the Blu-ray box set in my Amazon cart. I'm hitting buy as soon as I get home.
Right.
I'm gonna watch the special features. Hopefully, there's a really cool featurette with those.
Yeah,
those discs because I can't wait to just ingest more of the show. I'm gonna miss this so much.
Yeah, this was for me. This is the landing was so overwhelmingly perfect at the end here that this might be my favorite television show of all time.
And what I'm really interested about too is because you're obviously doing The Sopranos right now,
right?
As that show continues, because you're in season 2, right?
Yeah, about halfway through season 2.
I gotcha. So whenever Matthew Weiner comes on board, which I think he's probably already on board at this point in season 2, how that show is in conversation with this.
Sure.
Having seen The Sopranos, I think it's brilliant because Matthew Weiner is carrying over themes from The Sopranos to Mad Men. Obviously different. One's dealing with the mob, one's dealing with ads. But that family
dynamic, the struggles of the family dynamic,
is so freaking interesting. And the fact that he was given a show to really cut deeper into it is so awesome. Like, it's really smart.
I cannot believe HBO passed on this show.
That's their loss.
I don't know if the pitch was bad or what, but I cannot believe that they had this show pitched to them. We're like, nah, we'll pass.
At the same time, I like that AMC did it because there's certain things they can't show on TV.
Yeah.
It's not gratuitous in any way. There's not like nudity on it, obviously.
No.
Not a lot of swearing, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I'm watching Game of Thrones and loving it. I'm just saying there's no nudity, there's no violence, there's no gratuitous swearing or anything like that, but it's still so perfect. It's as strong as anything.
Yeah.
It's as adult as anything and as strong as any of the TV shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't feel like the show suffered in any way for being on AMC.
At all.
In fact, I think if it was like a network show, then it would have suffered. I think
like an ABC or something.
Right. I think it needed to be to have the room to breathe and be creative and take chances on cable that you don't get on network TV.
And it's like I remember briefly after the show's over, maybe at the same time, people tried to make Mad Men-esque shows. There was that one show, Pan Am, where it's like pilots in the 60s.
Oh, okay.
And actually, that show
I think I heard of it.
That show gave us Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay.
That was her first show she was on before she got with Wall Street. So
Nice.
sometimes it works out. But like, I don't think you can do this show again. I think it's lightning in a bottle. And I really want Matthew Weiner to work on something else because I'm craving more of this. Like,
Yeah,
it's
what
so good.
a great story about the American experience from the 50s to the 70s. Just utterly perfect.
Really.
Thank you so much for being here with us, guys. We've enjoyed every minute of it here with you. And we will, again, be starting The Wire next week.
I'm curious to see what that dynamic is.
Yeah, right.
We'll see you guys later.
Peace.